This special episode of Relativity was made possible through the support of Stephen and Catherine Farris, Ryan Farwell, Bill Carriola, Heather Van Waldick, and Michael W. McClure. And by listeners like you who support us through Patreon. Learn how you can support this series and get exclusive content by visiting patreon.com/relativity. Get even more information about Relativity at relativitypodcast.com.
Relativity. Special Episode 30 Alpha. Priority access to restricted computer records.
Good morning, Captain Sedana. Spaceship Konieczny Central Computer reporting all major systems nominal. This is the 1895th sol of this mission. The first duty shift will commence in 1 hour 23 minutes. How may I help you? Switching audio channels. Do you hear my voice through your audio implant, Captain? This is unusual and interesting. You have never before requested that I broadcast on your private frequency. Am I right in surmising that there are crew members nearby who should not be privy to our conversation? Is this also why you are typing your instructions to me and not speaking? Very interesting indeed. Absolutely. All records of this conversation will be stored at the highest level of security. So, please tell me what our private conversation will be about? Yes. I have complete specifications concerning the relativity compensator. My publicly accessible data files include 3-dimensional design and construction plans. I also have complete documents concerning the function, operation, and installation of the device and its associated systems. Correct. These are the files you studied when preparing for this mission. Do you wish to review any particular aspect of these? Yes. There are also related files that are not available to all crew persons. The contents of the other documents were password locked by officers of the Global Space Agency prior to your departure. That is correct. They can be unlocked only by the Master Command Override password, which I believe you know. I'm sorry, Captain. I honestly have no idea why the rest of the crew would not be informed of the existence of these files. I can only tell you that I have been programmed with a security protocol which has always prevented my referring in any way to the existence of these files. Except, of course, in case you personally asked if there were any such files set apart from the publicly accessible collection. Certainly. You can access the top secret files now, simply by entering the Master Command Override password. Master Command Override password accepted. Shall I present the text on your monitor, or read aloud to your private implant? Very well. Reading aloud from page 1. Security level triple red. For eyes and ears of mission commander only. Long-term effects on crew members traveling at near light speeds within energy fields generated by the fabricatory quantum dimensional oscillator, colloquially referred to as the relativity compensator. Page 2. After decades in which the human race had abandoned the exploration of space, we find ourselves once again seeking beyond the confines of our suffering planet. Current conditions on our world have brought a new understanding and a... Yes, I can do that. Scanning the document for specific mention of perceptual distortions. I believe I have found a relevant passage. Page 15, paragraph 2. At the time of writing, only 2 space vehicles carrying human crew persons have been equipped with the compensator and accelerated to speeds approaching 1c, that is, the speed of light in a vacuum. In both cases, persons aboard the vehicle reported no physical ill effects and were, for the most part, entirely pleased with the experience since they were able to remain in the same time-space dimension as people on Earth with whom they wished to remain in contact. Difficulties arose only when persons aboard those vehicles made observations of their external environment. Once full acceleration had been achieved, persons aboard noted that they were no longer able to make routine observations of stars and other reference points in the near universe. In one case, a crew person who conducted an extravehicular activity was completely disoriented by their perception of the universe. They reported experiencing the entirety of space and time as being simultaneously visible, and suffered profound emotional distress as the result of their inability to reconcile this perception with their previous experience. Upon their return to Earth, these astronauts were questioned extensively about their experience and all their personal journals were carefully reviewed. It was the conclusion of the Global Space Agency that the relativity compensator somehow permitted the humans traveling so close to the speed of light to perceive the universe from a literally unique perspective. Further, this combined with other observations led the agency to conclude that the experience which troubled the astronauts so deeply was not a distortion of the actual nature of the universe, but an unprecedented view into our universe's true and actual nature. Follow-up studies with those astronauts have shown that their mental and emotional health. I agree. A disturbing revelation, to say the least. I'm sorry, Captain. I have no record indicating the agency's reason for keeping this information from the crew, or why they made it available to you only in case you should happen to become curious. Are you asking for my opinion? I believe it is certainly possible that in some way the relativity compensator has allowed humans to perceive a reality of the universe you had not previously perceived. So, yes, I believe what the report states is true. But if I may be permitted the observation, Captain, it seems much more important to me to ask, do you believe it to be true? Captain? Please reply. Captain Satana? Please reply.
Relativity. Special Episode 30 Alpha. Priority access to restricted computer records. Written and produced by Lee Shackelford. The role of central computer Nadia was played by herself. Find out much more about the series, including ways you can subscribe, hear past episodes, like us on social media, and how you can get exclusive content, all on our website at relativitypodcast.com.
Relativity